Macmillan Audio presents The Beach Club by Elin Hilderbrand. Read for you by Christina, Delaine. Chapter 1. The Opening. May 1st. Dear Bill, another summer season is about to begin on beautiful Nantucket Island. I have just returned from my winter retreat. Nevis, Vale, Saipan, it's your guess where I've been. The important thing is that I'm back, and I am prepared to sweeten my offer to buy the hotel. I know you have some crazy idea about family loyalty and passing the business on to your daughter, but things don't always work out the way we want them to. Alas, I have learned this the hard way. So as you start this season of sun and sand, consider my offer. $22 million. That's a pretty good deal, and if you don't mind my saying so, you're not getting any younger. Feel free to write me at the usual P.O. box downtown. I'll be waiting to hear from you. As ever, S.B.T. On the 1st of May, Mack Petersen swung his Jeep into the parking lot of the Nantucket Beach Club and Hotel for the start of his 12th summer season as manager, the almost head honcho. 12 was an important number, Mack decided, with its own name. A dozen. Mack's dozen years of working at the hotel were like eggs, all in one basket, like the Boston cream donut served at the hotel's continental breakfast, one practically indistinguishable from the next. There were 12 months in a year, 12 signs in the zodiac, 12 hours of AM and PM. 12 was a full cycle, a cycle completed. Maybe Maribel was right then. Maybe this was the year things would change. Mack walked across the parking lot to look at Nantucket's most picturesque beach. Over the winter, northeasterly winds blew the sand into smooth, rounded dunes, in some places 6 and 8 feet high. Mack trudged to the top of one of the dunes and gazed out over the water. The beach club sat on the north shore of the island, on Nantucket Sound, where the water was as flat and placid as a fishing pond. The white sand was clean and wide, although they lost beach to erosion, some years as much as 25 feet. Last year they had gained beach, and the owner of the hotel, Bill Elliot, was so happy that he had thrown his arm around Mack's shoulder and said, "See there, we're not going to lose her after all." As though the beach club and hotel belonged to them both, which of course was not the case. Mack had stayed on Nantucket through the winter with his girlfriend Maribel, but he hadn't checked on the hotel even once. It was a rule he'd created over the years. I won't think about the hotel in winter. Were the shingles falling off? Was the paint peeling? Were they losing beach? Those were questions for Bill and his wife, Teresa, but they spent their winters skiing in Aspen, and if anyone were going to check on the place, it would be Mack. But he never did. He knew that if he let it, the hotel would obsess him, drive him crazy. The most photographed part of the hotel was the pavilion, a covered deck with 5 blue Adirondack chairs facing the water. All summer, guests sat in the low, wide chairs with their feet up on the railing, drinking coffee, reading the paper. This picture of summer bliss made it into the Nantucket Chamber of Commerce Guide year after year. The lobby of the hotel was its own freestanding building with a row of windows that looked over the pavilion and the beach. The hotel rooms began outside the back door of the lobby. 20 single-story, cedar-shingled rooms formed a giant L. 10 rooms ran down toward the water, and 10 rooms faced the water. All the rooms had small decks, and thus the rooms were distinguished by...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?